Hello friends, welcome to a new tutorial of EOBIM, Parametric Modeling and Revit API Scripting channel. Today we're going to have a tutorial on external command for the Revit API. Today we're going to study a boilerplate, a template that I just published on my GitHub account so that you can copy and paste this code and get up and running your C# scripts for your projects. So let's start. First of all, we're going to seek in our web browser of preference. We're going to seek for github.com to find this website. In github.com, you're going to find a search bar up there in the header of the web page or in the menu in the case that you look for it in a mobile device. And in the search bar, you're going to seek for EOBIM.com. I'm sorry, EOBIM, not EOBIM.com, EOBIM. And in the users tab, you're going to find my channel, my account in GitHub. You're going to enter this account and you're going to find a repository. Here you can see it in the pinned section. You find the Revit API ExternalCommand boilerplate. You enter that repository and you encounter two files, a .cs proc file and a .cs file. You're going to open the .cs file that also contains the code that you're going to find in the second one. So let's enter the first file, and there you're going to find a complete tutorial of the boilerplate for external commands in the Revit API. And this is very important. This is external commands for the Revit API for Revit 2023. This is the version of this tutorial, but it is perfectly applicable to earlier versions or to future versions. So let's start. First of all, in this tutorial, I'm going to teach you how to use this boilerplate that is published on GitHub and how to create a project from zero and how to compile it and to use it immediately in Revit 2023. So let's open Revit for one part, and for other part we're going to open Windows PowerShell. We're going to use the next setup. We're going to use Windows PowerShell to move in between folders and to compile the project, the external command project. We're going to use Notepad++. This is a text editor that you can download. It's free and it's excellent for simple tasks and also for complex tasks. But it's a simple text editor. And we're going to also use a file explorer to see what is going on as we create the project in the Windows PowerShell. So let's start. First of all, we're going to notice that I'm here opening Revit 2023. Well, this is all set up. First of all, you're going to see that when you open Windows PowerShell, we are located in the current user folder. This equates as to me locating myself to being located, in the local disk, going to the users folder and to the particular user folder. Here I am going to change directory to the folder of this channel, EOBIM, and I'm going to see what is in there. This is the same as if we enter the folder. I'm going to move to a folder that I created for this tutorial. Current tutorial is the name of my folder. You can create any folder that you want, or even create the project wherever you want. I am just moving to the place in which I am going to work, just to help you see how to create a project from zero and how to use the boilerplate. First of all, I am going to I'm going to clear the PowerShell to create the project. I will say .NET. This is invoking the .NET SDK, the .NET framework. .NET new project, and I specify the type of project, class lib, and then I will define an option that is the name of the project. I will say boiler EOBIM external command boilerplate. I'm going to copy this to move inside the folder. I'm going to hit enter, and .NET will create the project for me. I will go inside of that. I will see if the folder is there. There it is. I'm going to enter that folder, EOBIM ExternalCommand boilerplate, and in that folder we're going to find three elements, as you can see here. A folder that has 5 files. We're not going to touch any of these files. And we have 2 more elements, a .csproj file and a .cs file. The .csproj file is a file that contains the instructions to compile the external command or the class library. And the .cs project file, is the actual code in C# that you are going to execute. So here we're going to first rename class 1 item. I am going to say rename item to customize it a bit. Class 1 is too generic. I'm going to say EOBIM external command boilerplate .cs, and it's already renamed, as you can see here. Now we're all set up. Before compiling this project, what we're going to do is to review these files in Notepad in our text editor. The .csproj file has these items inside. We're going to move onto the tutorial that I just published, that file that I published in my GitHub account, and you're going to move inside of it to the end of the file. In the below section, in the bottom section of the file, you will encounter the .cs project file template. Here you will find a code that you're going to copy and paste. These are the instructions that with which you are going to compile your project. You save, I already saved it, and you closed it. And in the .cs file, you're going to copy the boilerplate that you're going to find in that tutorial. I am just going to copy the code with no comments. Here above is the same code, but with the comments that that represent the tutorial that I just published. And I'm going to copy it and paste it in here. And I will save it. And if everything's works fine, I should be able to compile this project, to compile the class library that we just created, and to execute it on Revit. So to compile it, we're going to use this command, and we are going to go back to my GitHub account and find the command that we're going to use, .NET publish, is .NET publish, and there are the options that you should use. I will hit enter, and it will compile the project for us. What publish does is to obviously publish the project DLL. You can go inside of that folder and you will find here a .dll file named after the project. That's the file that you're going to track down in Revit. Then I'm going to open anything. I can open a project or a family. It doesn't matter. I will open a project, metric construction template, and from here, from the project, I will open in the add-ins tab the add-in manager that Autodesk provides me with the software developer kit. The software developer kit is a downloadable that I showed in another tutorial. I will show in another tutorial. So you install it and you have it there in Revit. You're going to open the manual mode in the add-in manager, and there in the add-in manager you're going to have a series of options. You're going to hit the load button in the add-in manager, and you're going to search after the file. For example, I'm going to search it in local disk, the specific user, and the folder of this channel, EOBIM, current tutorial, and here I am inside of the folder of the project, and I search what I know, that the direction that I know. Here where it is published, and I open it. It loads it for me, and I can hit run. And there you see, the external command is working. And you can test if actually it is working. I am working, it says here in the main instruction of this external command. I am working indeed. Let's see, indeed, EOBIM. Yeah, save the change, save the change, and compile it again. You compile it again, and you go back to Revit, and you will execute again the same external command, and you will find the change that we just made. So this is it for this tutorial. I hope that you find the boilerplate that I just published useful. If you like this video, please like and subscribe, and so that you can be aware for more content like this.